This is double jeopardy. I already appeared in court for this thing. I want to move to a motion to dismiss this case. I wanted to move.
Sir, please do not interrupt.
So I want to move for dismissal with extreme prejudice. In fact, I'm under medication right now. I don't have a clear mind.
Absolutely. Here's a rewritten version that keeps your tone sharp and entertaining, but with a cleaner structure and flow. This sovereign citizen is back in court, again, after getting caught driving without a license for the second time. And, as expected, he tries every ridiculous trick in the book to get his case thrown out. He really thinks that making up his own name or flashing some fake document is going to magically make the charges disappear. But the judge in this video? She's not having it. She's all business and absolutely snaps on this guy by the end. And honestly, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It's one of the most satisfying courtroom moments I've come across. I won't spoil it for you, but as you watch, let me know in the comments what you think this guy's IQ might be. Personally, I'm giving him a solid single digit. All right, let's dive in and watch this no-nonsense judge put this sovereign citizen in his place. Live in court. Want a version tailored more for YouTube voiceover, TikTok, or something? A little funnier, snarkier.
We are on the record in 2024 TR 617. Sir, you may need to scoot over a little bit to be picked up by that microphone. I'm not sure, but sometimes you have to be in the middle with it. Mary Ann Shirley appears for the state. Are you Abel Estrada Jr., sir?
Yes, if I may, can I make a statement?
No, not yet. Okay, sir, you are charged in count 1 with on or about the 21st day of August, 2024 in Greenwood County, state of Kansas. Then and there, contrary to the statutes of the state of Kansas, unlawfully operating a vehicle, to wit, a 2011 GMC Acadia, upon a highway which does not have the signed license plate. I think they mean that the vehicle didn't, not the highway. But your vehicle did not have the assigned license plate properly affixed to the rear of the vehicle, showing the current registered year. And this is an unclassified misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to $2,500 in fines and a possible sentence of up to 6 months, 30 days minimum, up to 6 months, although probation is usually granted. Now, sir, did I not just have you in municipal court recently on the same charge?
Yes, and I don't understand why am I seeing again, because that would be double jeopardy. I'm saying for the same.
Sir, you haven't been tried on it.
I have
a first appearance on it, and apparently the city prosecutor must have dismissed it and refiled it over here for whatever reason, I know not. But as I recall, your plea was not guilty. Is that still your plea?
Yes, but I'm here to make a separation between my name. My name is Abel Estrada with low caps. This name on the top, I don't know if you can see it. This name on the top is my straw man. I am the man, and this is the straw man. So if you're calling the straw man, I'm here to represent the straw man, but I'm Abel Estrada Jr., the man, the living man.
For sure. Here's a tighter, more polished version that keeps your sarcastic and frustrated tone while making everything flow more smoothly. Oh yeah, because adding man to the end of your name totally makes you immune to the law. Brilliant move, buddy. This clown really thinks that flashing his little made-up name card is going to make the judge go, "Oh, my bad, sir, you're free to go." Like, what world is this man living in? I mean, come on. Not only is he completely clueless, but he's also incredibly selfish. This is literally his second time in just a few months getting caught driving without a license. At this point, it's obvious. He's not even trying to understand the law. He's just waking up every morning and choosing to be a public nuisance. But real talk, how long do you think judges can keep a straight face dealing with people like this? I couldn't do it. I'd be throwing them in jail just for wasting my time. Like, bro, it's your second offense. Get it together. Anyway, what do you guys think? Could you keep your cool in court, or would you lose it the second this dude pulled out his sovereign citizen name tag? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This guy needs a reality check. Want a version with even more comedy, or one that's more formal?
I'm calling the living man.
So,
All
I
right,
can,
so are you going to have an attorney? Are you going to need to apply for court-appointed attorney, or will you be waiving your right and representing yourself?
no, of course, I wanted to have an attorney, but I still haven't not made my statement, which is,
Well, are you going to hire an attorney or apply for court-appointed?
I cannot afford an attorney, but I need to make my statement that,
Let me get a few things worked out, sir. You're going to apply for an attorney, so you'll need to fill out an application for court-appointed attorney. And the deputy down there can give that to you. Make sure you fill that out and get that back to me before this hearing is over. Make sure you fill in all the blanks and you sign it and you date it where it says to, because I generally don't consider those if they're not thoroughly completed. And then you call back to my assistant, Missy, later in the week to see if one is appointed and who that will be. Do you need Missy's number, or did you take it down earlier from the other hearings?
no, I don't have.
All right, Missy, do you want to give him your number?
620-583-8155.
And then Missy, when is his next court date?
Well, I haven't explained my position.
Sir, we're not going to have a trial today. You're going to need to talk to your attorney before you have a trial. So Missy, when is his trial date?
I wanted to move,
Sir, please do not interrupt. Missy, when is his, and we won't set it directly for, do you want to set it directly for trial, or do you want to set it for a status so I can
I
check
don't,
in with you after you talk to your attorney?
I don't know what the status means.
Well, let's set it for a status, Missy, or control.
November 22nd at 10.
You, sir, will need to be back here by Zoom November 22nd at 10 a.m. Are you on bond? Let me check.
Why would I need a bond?
There is no bond on the file, and it is an unclassified misdemeanor. So I'm not going to make you file a bond since it's an unclassified misdemeanor. If you fail to come to court, though, most likely a warrant would be issued anyway, and you'd be taken into custody. But as long as you come to court when you're told to, that's not going to be a problem. So you're going to call and get your attorney, or find out if you have an attorney.
I haven't given the chance to,
You do not need a bond, and you have your court dates.
number one, I want to move to a motion to dismiss this case because I didn't try for this. And I have the license plates, both license plates. I was not driving anything unlawful or illegal. I'm living in the private. I'm driving in the private. And so I want to move for dismissal with extreme prejudice.
Absolutely. Here's a cleaner, more polished version that keeps your sarcastic tone and humor intact while making the message flow more naturally. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw this whole case out, because this very intelligent, highly educated man asked us to. Brilliant legal strategy, right? This sovereign citizen really thought he could just speak the charges out of existence. Genius stuff. But seriously, this dude has got to be mentally unwell. I know I've said that before when talking about sovereign citizens, but this guy, he's on a whole new level. Full-on delusion. He's out here pretending the law just doesn't exist, like he can simply opt out of reality. And the wild part? He keeps doing the same thing, driving without a license. Like one day the rules are just going to vanish. What's next? Waking up and deciding gravity isn't real. Now look, I've seen a few sovereign citizens in the past, and I mean a few, try to at least string together a semi-coherent argument. It's still nonsense, but there's some logic to it. But this guy, he walked into court with a random piece of paper like he was turning in a school project and expected the judge to say, "Case dismissed." Like, bro, that's not a legal document. That's a DIY art project. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should we just gather all these sovereign citizen types and give them their own little island to play lawless fantasy land? Or do you have a better solution? Drop your ideas below. Thanks for watching. Want a version with more humor? Or maybe a more serious analytical take?
And also, I want to make sure that you understand that I want to keep all my constitutional rights. So far, my constitutional rights are being trampled over right now by yourself because you're not giving the chance to speak. I have not given the chance to speak. You're just going over and over, and I'm requesting that you remove this case because this is double jeopardy. I already appeared in court for this thing. I have not been given the opportunity to explain myself. I want to keep my rights, and I haven't been able to keep my rights. You yourself and the lady on the other side signed a oath of office to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and I'm not being given those rights right now, man. I respectfully request that you honor my rights. And I want to move for a complete dismissal because it's double jeopardy and I already appeared in court.
All right, well, I did give you the opportunity to speak. You were speaking, not I, not Miss Shirley. And so I gave you the chance to say what you want to. If you want to talk to your attorney can help you put together the motions that you've kind of implied, at least, if not outright said, you want to pursue. But we will take that up on the date that I gave you to reappear.
I'm sorry, it's breaking up. You said you're gonna take what up to do what?
I can take up any motions that you want to file at a later date. With the next court date, we can revisit any motions or visit any motions you want me to consider.
I appreciate it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Being dragged down so much and I have a hard time moving around. As you can see, I'm disabled and I only come here once a week to the hospital to be treated, and all this court is putting a lot of stress, and I'm not able to heal properly. Why are we dragging it out so much, ma'am?
When did you get this disability? I don't remember you being unable to walk the last time I saw you.
I came in my bike is right here. I have it right here. I don't know if you can see it. But I normally use a walker in a wheelchair, but I'm using the other one because it's easier to carry in the car. It's what's it called? It's knee scooter. I have 2 amputations on my feet. So ambulation is very difficult. I'm having a lot of pain. In fact, I'm under medication right now. I don't have a clear mind. Just so I can be here because it's too painful.
Well, that's why you need to call back here. You don't have to come in person. Call back here or have your wife or helper, whoever that is with you, call for you, and Missy can tell you if you qualify for an attorney and who that attorney will be and how you can get a hold of that attorney before your next court hearing. We did give you the date of that court hearing. You will need to be back here for that, but you can do that by Zoom. You don't have to even leave your home to do that as long as you've got a clear signal that allows us to communicate. So you're always welcome to come down there to the courthouse like you're doing now, but you don't have to as long as you can communicate by Zoom. And remind me, what town do you live in, sir? Are you from Kansas?
Yes, I'm in Howard. But even last night, when I got the letter from the sheriff, they brought it to me at 5 o'clock last night. I didn't even know.
All right, well.
So it wasn't improperly served. I got it like literally last night. I'm trying to get paperwork come in and I don't have the time. I don't have the ability to move that fast. And so
you were just complaining a moment ago that this case wasn't moving fast enough, that we were dragging it out. So there you go. Moving too fast, you say.
Yes, but it's dragging on because it should be dismissed.
Sure. Here's a rewritten version that keeps the same message and tone, direct, passionate, and a little bit sarcastic, but tightens the language for clarity and flow. Is anyone else calling BS on this sovereign citizen nonsense? This guy isn't some freedom fighter. He's just a grown man throwing a tantrum because he doesn't want to follow basic laws. And the wildest part? The law couldn't be more clear. The Supreme Court has ruled time and time again. You can't. Just decide the law doesn't apply to you. Driving isn't a right, it's a privilege. Every state requires a license, registration, and insurance. Period. But these sovereign citizens act like they've cracked some secret legal code when, really, they're just exposing how little they actually understand about the law. Honestly, they usually end up making fools of themselves in court or on camera. And look, I know this is harsh, but I genuinely think the sovereign citizen movement might be one of the dumbest things to come out of the internet, or just the US. In general, they're not misunderstood geniuses standing up to corruption. They're people who don't want to pay tickets, taxes, or child support. That's it. They're not brave. They're lazy, entitled, and completely delusional. I don't even think they believe half of what they say. They just need to believe it so they can avoid taking responsibility for their actions. And the worst part? The internet gave them a megaphone. Now, every guy with Wi-Fi and a YouTube account thinks he's a constitutional law scholar because he watched some dude ranting from his basement. They're not victims of the system. They're victims of their own ignorance. And honestly, it's sad. Anyway, part 2 is linked in the description. But I want to hear what you think. Should we start shipping these folks off to their own private island? Or is there still hope for them? I mean, they are human beings, technically. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care. Wanted in a different tone, like more formal, funny, or satirical.